Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back. Now today, I wanted to talk about being open, because being open is so important, both for relationships in the kind of important side of things with romance and stuff like that, but also in the not so important side of just passing interactions or making acquaintances with people. And so, with all of that, we've got being consistent. We've talked about before, being kind of focused on your goals and things. We've talked about being that way so much, and yet being open is one of these things that we've not touched on, because obviously being open in terms of being open-minded or being open generally is one of these things that's going to allow you to get further. It's going to be one of those things that allows you better interactions with people, or it allows you more potential options and interactions further down the line. And so I kind of wanted to get into this because it's one of these things that I have to tackle a lot, because people will maybe come to me and they won't be open-minded. They might expect me just to fix their problems, and that's not the way that coaching works. That's not the way, or at least not in the way that I have been taught to do it, and the way that I actually carried out. And so as a result, it becomes kind of tricky when someone doesn't come in with an open mind, and they are sat within their comfort zone and they don't want to leave, because that's what being open is. It's not necessarily about just letting everything in, but it's allowing you to step out of your comfort zone. Because obviously, if a door is closed, if your comfort zone is a house and your door is closed, then you can't leave any more than you can let anything else in. And, we've talked about this before as well, where you've got your comfort zone in the middle, and you've got your stretch zone, and then you've got your panic zone. And the stretch zone is where all of the good stuff happens. It's where you're tested. It's where you can work to improve yourself. It's where you're challenged and kind of grow as a result of it. It's where all of that good stuff happens that allows you just to do so much, and to grow beyond what you already are. And yet, with being open, it allows the door to be open on every opportunity that would take you out of your comfort zone. Some of those might lead you into your panic zone and things won't go well, but the thing is, if you've not followed that path to begin with, then you've got no chance of finding out whether it is or isn't the best way. Now, a lot of people tend to shut down possibilities by saying just no. And the reason they do that is often because their comfort zone is risk averse. It's safe, and it's not necessarily they're making a decision saying that they don't want to, or that it wouldn't benefit them or anything like that. It's just going no because their comfort zone is comfy, and outside of it might not be, and they don't know. And as a result, they close that off. But one of the things that is often that I often see said around this is that one of the best ways to respond is to change the word no into I don't know. Do you want to do this? I don't know. Because then, if you've said I don't know, then whatever the option is, whatever the opportunity is that's being put before you, you've got time to acclimatize to it. You've got time to either be convinced that it's a good thing for you, or be convinced that it's something that's interesting or useful that you might be able to use. Or, on a slightly different tack, it might be a case of you gaining more information so that you can then become comfortable with the ideas that would be involved and would allow you to move forward with it. Saying I don't know allows you to kind of leave yourself in that open space where, if it would otherwise be a no in your mind, you can pull in that extra information, get yourself acclimatized to it, get yourself used to it before moving forward. As an example, let's say that you're in your comfort zone and a friend comes to you and says, you should come kayaking with me this weekend. Now, kayaking, cold, wet water, you don't have any of the equipment, even if your friend might be able to lend you some or whatever. You've never done it before. It might be hard. You might not enjoy it. But also, on the other side, it might improve your fitness. It might allow you a new hobby. It might be something that you really enjoy. It might be really nice to be in the cold water if it's a really warm day, like today, where I'm currently sat here kind of just melting below the desk here. And, there would be... There are all manner of different sides to this. But if you just come out and say no, You've closed the door on that opportunity. You're not going to go do it, and as a result, any possibility that you get any benefit from it is gone. Yeah. If you go, oh, I don't know, then that's an opening for more information. Oh well, all we do is this. Yeah, this is what we actually do. We get into the kayaks. It's 2 person per kayak. We go down the river and then we come back and then we have lunch. Yeah. In which case, that kind of gives you more of an expectation of what it would be, and maybe that can allow you to be more comfortable. Or I don't know. I don't have the stuff. I don't know what it's. I don't know. What I'd need. In which case, then they can tell you. Oh, well, you need. You don't need much. You need yourself some clothes. We can give you the other bits and pieces that you're going to need, and all the kayaks come from a club or something. And as a result, you can come along and it'd be fine. And it allows you that extra information, it allows you that extra time to make up your mind instead of making that snap decision and saying no and slamming the door to your comfort zone, locking yourself inside. Yeah? And it's not keeping the world out, it's locking you inside, because if the world wants in, the world's coming in. Yeah? Everyone has had that moment in their life when they are sat there and they are feeling comfortable and everything is fine because they shut the door on stuff, but then afterwards, doesn't matter how firmly you closed that door, how firmly you sealed yourself in, something comes back from somewhere else and jumps you. Something comes in from outside, sits on your lap and goes, "Hi, I'm here to ruin your day." And so as a result, with that, the moment of going, "I don't know," instead of just saying no, yeah, it allows you that extra information, it allows you that extra time to think, and it hopefully allows you that little kind of extra element on your comfort zone. It allows you like a front porch, if you will, to go and just stand out and see what's there before moving forward with it. Then if after everything has been said and done and you're not sold on the idea, or it sounds like something that would actually probably not be good for you or whatever else, then yeah, fine. Then you've gained all the information. You're not necessarily just making a snap decision. You've been open to the idea, but now you're deciding. You've had that time to decide, and you're saying, "No, maybe not. Doesn't sound like me." Yeah, but at least you've given yourself that extra leeway, and it's that extra leeway that I feel is much more important in being open than actually just saying yes to everything and going and doing everything. Because if you're letting life in to that extent, then you may as well just give up autonomy, because you're letting yourself be pulled around by life or by people rather than not. You give yourself that little front porch, that little extra time and perspective, and that opportunity to gain more information and stuff like that, then making a decision afterwards isn't not being open-minded. Yeah, it's not being open generally. It's you making an informed decision based on what's happening, based on what people are telling you, based on what you're finding out for yourself. Yeah? And so someone just saying no to you, if ever someone says that you're not being open-minded because you've just said no, then maybe take away from that kind of a moment to look to yourself, and see if if it was just a snap decision or if you had more reasoning for it. Because obviously the more reasoning you have, the more solid you are, and it means that maybe even by being solid with your reasoning and saying no, you've maybe moved into your stretch zone anyway to grow from that. And that's the important thing. Growth is always the important thing. And so anyway, guys, the kind of shorter video today on this, but it's just like there are lots of people who close themselves off, especially those people who are very ideologically focused, be it politically, be it in various kind of cultural movements, be it in religion. If they're very ideologically motivated, then they tend to close themselves off very, very quickly. And that can be a problem. It can cause issues. And so this is just kind of my way of maybe saying, look, you don't need to be that way. You don't need to close yourself off, because I'm seeing more and more people who don't have these ideological focuses start doing this because they've been pushed towards it by the way these ideologies are moving around them. And the best, the best way to do it, the best way to take away from it and kind of shift on with what you want more than what you're told you want or how people tell you should act, is to ask questions. Yeah, I love asking questions. I love testing things out and working with things. It's one of the things that I do as a coach more often than not. Just ask questions rather than anything else. And so, the best way to be open, the best way to have that front porch to stand on to see what's outside your little comfort zone, the best way to do it is to ask a question, and the best question is to take it on yourself and admit that you're not sure about it. You don't need to say no. You need to say, I'm not sure. Because until you've done it, how can you be sure? But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I sincerely hope that you find some of this interesting and useful, because being open and being open-minded, as I've said in other videos, it shouldn't be a case of your brain falling out of your head. It should be a case of like being able to control what's going in and out. Yeah? And being open generally to people and to things is so important, because without those people and things and those interactions, then we don't grow. We're left in our comfort zone, we're isolated, and we can't go anywhere. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave me down in the comments below anything else that you would say around being open. What are the benefits that you guys have seen from it? What are the things that you've maybe missed out on because you weren't open to an opportunity at some point? Let me know. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.